This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock, who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sob like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.
Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks get a very, very good win against Julius Randle and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And you know, it started off like it was going to be a really, really good basketball game. Like Julius Randle was going to go nuts and really try to destroy the Knicks. But, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't the case. Instead, Karl Anthony Towns was on a mission. And he destroyed the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. You know, I mean, 32 points, 20 rebounds, or whatever it was. You know, a monster homecoming for Karl Anthony Towns, ladies and gentlemen. You know, you can't ask for anything better than that. Tony, what's good with you, bro? How you feeling?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Sam. Shout out to the chat. Yo, Black, it's time. I asked, that's what I wanted for my birthday, and I could not have asked for a better one than that. So yeah, man, I'm happy, man.
Yeah,
this was great all the way around.
Man, no doubt. Happy birthday to you, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big happy birthday to Tony.
Appreciate
Crow.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? You know, give a big happy birthday to him in the chat. You know what I mean? But Karl Anthony Towns, ladies and gentlemen, dominates the game tonight. Dominates the game. You know what I mean? And it was beautiful to see. Really was beautiful to see. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know, we're gonna have the phone lines open so we can hear what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Yeah, they're giving you shout outs in the chat, Tony.
I see you. Salute. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you want to let people know how old you are or not. You know, I know my grandmother, man, when we used to ask her how old she was, she said, "What do you need to know that for? None of your business. Be quiet."
I'll tell you what, you can guess in the chat. I'll tell you if you're close or not.
Yeah.
But salute, I appreciate all the happy birthdays, the shout outs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. It's beautiful to be able to, 360 the earth. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Always a beautiful thing.
It was a great day all the way around, you know what I mean? Spent time with the fam. You know what I mean? Had some brunches, some lunches, some dinners, some cake.
No doubt.
It was great.
Always a beautiful thing, man. Let me go ahead and get people want to call in and talk about it. Let's get to a phone call already, right off the bat. Not sure if this went through. Caller, you live, man. Name me where you're from. I don't know. I think I got to reset this. I don't think it went through. But I don't know. Just your thoughts on the game as I reset the telephone line.
I mean, dominant win. I was worried. Cat would be emotional and maybe not be able to focus on the game or take some time to focus on the game. But I mean, honestly, that may have been true. I also said give it to end of the first, second quarter, and I think he'll get over that. And from the second quarter on, he took over that game and dominated. You know what I mean? He was looking to pass a lot in the first quarter. I think he had like 3 assists. I think he had like 4 turnovers, or 3 turnovers. You know what I mean? But he was looking to pass a lot more and not looking to score. And he dominated that second quarter, took over the game. I think we was down 7 in the first early, like you mentioned. Randle dominated. That was something in the first quarter. 13 points.
First half, I mean, Randle was like 21 points in the first half, I think.
Yeah. So, and I was worried about that. I thought DiVincenzo would go off, but he continued his, subpar shooting and games. I mean, this might have been a better game for him, considering he had some bench minutes and
Right.
I mean garbage minutes and got
Right.
off a little bit.
Right.
So, but yeah, man, total domination. A good game with Brunson not performing with Brunson on the bench. You know what I mean? Like, so it was a lot of positives to take away from the team aspect as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Brunson had 14 points, 7 assists tonight.
And shout out Macau.
Mikal Bridges had a great night tonight as well. You know what I mean? Damn, Tony, Stacks says 54. I don't know if he's talking about himself. You know what I'm saying? Or if he's guessing your age, but
I mean, I'll just say wrong. And you could take the laughter for whatever.
yeah. Definitely got some questions coming out of tonight though, but let's take a look at the box score and we'll get to some questions coming out of the night. The Knicks were led in scoring by Karl Anthony Towns, 32 points, 20 rebounds for Cat. And on a night when the All-Star voting opened up, Karl Anthony Towns opened up and said, "You better vote me in as the starting center in the East for the New York Knicks." 33 points, 20 rebounds, 17 defensive rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds for Cat. And he also had 6 assists tonight.
2 steals, right?
2 steals. He had 4 turnovers in the first quarter, maybe, I think it was, and didn't have any for the rest of the game.
That's what I'm talking about.
He was 10 for 12 from the field, 5 for 5 from the from the 3-point line, and 7 for 9 from the free throw line. You know what I mean? Great numbers for Karl Anthony Towns all the way around as he dominated the game. There was a point where he started off kind of slow.
Yeah.
Julius Randle started off fast. Karl Anthony Towns started off slow, and then
reversed.
It reversed. The Cat started to dominate the game. 29 points for Mikal Bridges. His highest as a Knick, right?
Second highest.
Second highest? Okay.
Yep.
29 points for Bridges, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. He shot the ball well, 12 for 18 from the field, 4 for 8 from the 3-point line. Still just 1 free throw for Bridges, but we'll take the 29 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he had a 40-point game, right?
Did he? Maybe he did. Maybe he did. 16 points for Deuce McBride.
Nice game.
I mean? Nice game for Deuce. Jalen Brunson only had 14 points and 7 assists. Didn't really shoot the ball well. But when you got Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges doing what they did, you didn't need Jalen Brunson to do that much. Precious.
Matter of fact, the bulk of the run in the second quarter, Brunson was on the bench.
Right. Precious, 13 points, 10 rebounds. OG Anunoby, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Campaign came off the bench and had 9 points.
And that was a good game for him as well.
Yeah, Jericho points, 6.6 rebound, a big monster dunk. You know what I mean?
And
big
some nice
monster
rebound, some nice defense too.
Yeah.
What do you have? 2 blocks?
Who?
Sims.
Jericho Sims had 2 blocks. No blocks.
No blocks?
No blocks. No blocks on the night for Jericho Sims. The Knicks only had 2 blocks on the night. One by OG Anunoby, the other by Campaign. Yeah. But, great win from the Knicks. The Knicks took 97 field goal attempts tonight. That's the type of number that I like to see from the Knicks. That's the type of number we want to see. You know what I'm saying? Nice number. I got Silk Sutton on the line. You know what I mean? Silk, what's poppin' with you, brother? How you feeling?
What up, fellas? Long time.
Yes, sir.
Peace. Welcome.
Tony, still? Yeah, still. I was nervous about this game. I thought Randle was going to be getting cat in foul trouble. And when he stopped popping threes, when Randle stopped popping threes in the first quarter, you get a little nervous.
Yeah.
But I learned one thing. Move the ball, score the ball. No matter how good the defense is, you move the ball, you score the ball.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the Knicks did.
Yeah. They move the ball. They move the ball.
30
move the ball well.
39 assists.
Yeah, the Knicks with
I ain't never seen no Knicks with these many
39
assists. Well, we the
tonight.
Were we the Lakers now? Are we the Magic Johnson Lakers? All these damn assists.
39 assists tonight, man, for the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
When have a Knicks team besides world-class Frazier championship team threw these many assists in a game consistently?
You know, I mean,
Consistently.
Listen, it's a testament. It's a testament to Karl Anthony Towns. It's also a testament to Tom Thibodeau and the style of basketball that he has the Knicks feeling as if they should play on the offensive side, moving and sharing the ball. As much as people don't want to say so.
Yeah.
That is a testament to Tom Thibodeau. Karl Anthony Towns is a passing big man, and Tom Thibodeau likes to have passing big men on the team.
I just think one day this might be like taking cat in the room, like stop the back plate behind the back pass with three guys around you underneath the rim. He ain't open. Stop trying to squeeze that ball in there.
I mean, Karl Anthony Towns led the team in scoring tonight, but only had 12 shot attempts.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He was like hitting every three-pointer, and the rest of the point came from the foul line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bridges had 18 shot attempts. Brunson had 14 shot attempts. Deuce had 13 shot attempts. Karl Anthony Towns, 12. But led the team in scoring with 32.
And he ain't doing stupid fouls. I honestly, when we traded for Cat, he plays dumb sometimes with these stupid fouls, but I don't know, maybe that big man guru that we signed is helping Cat stay out of foul trouble. Because he ain't been that much in foul trouble. His foul troubles are offensive charges when he trying to go all the way to the hole. It ain't stupid reaching fouls and stuff like that he normally be doing.
Yeah.
So maybe that guy is teaching Cat how to keep your hand out of people's pockets.
Well, I mean, Cat's, and you got a testament to Cat because he's obviously paying attention to it and saying, all right, I know I'm needed. I need to be on the court. You know what I'm saying? In order for this team to win, or in order for my team to win. So let me stay out of foul trouble. Let me be smart. You know what I mean? Let me play defense with my feet. Let me find ways to play defense that's not going to hurt the team because I'm trying too hard. And then I pick up a foul here, pick up a foul there. It's a testament to him expanding his game in ways other than just scoring and rebounding, which he's doing that as well. But,
I mean, I also think he's had an advantage in the sense of knowing them, playing against them in practice and everything else, and knowing their tendencies.
That's true.
To kind of you know what I mean, navigate through that. I mean, I hope he turned a corner and or this is something that he just got to focus in on and be capable of doing. But I think that has a lot to do with it.
Let me ask you a question. Were you surprised to see Brunson and smaller guards, Deuce guarding Ant-Man? I was shocked to see that they were putting Julius, Jalen Brunson, and Deuce on Ant-Man.
I mean,
I don't recall that, to be honest. So I can't even.
Could you see Mikal Bridges was more on Jalen Brunson, OG was more on Randle. They had our smallest guards guarding Ant-Man because Ant-Man wasn't this year doing post stuff. He was shooting more threes. So they had our two smallest guys guarding Ant-Man. Later in the second half, Ant-Man was taking more to the post, but in that second quarter, Ant-Man would shoot more on the outside, and I kept seeing Brunson on him. I'm like, really? We guarding Brunson against Ant-Man?
I have to go back and look at it.
Deuce on him.
I have to go back and look at it because some of that could be switches and the Timberwolves trying to figure out how to set screens to set up mismatches too. So something I'd have to really look at. You know what I mean?
But it didn't help him. The second quarter, Deuce was holding his own against.
Well, Deuce, I can see because Deuce can move his feet and he's strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, so if Anthony Edwards isn't going to post to shoot over top of Deuce and he's going to stay on the perimeter, that's going to benefit Deuce because Deuce can get tight up underneath him and then get in the way of him being able to get into the shooting position, right? And make him perimeter oriented. Now, if you're going to take Anthony Edwards and put him in the post against Deuce, then that's going to benefit Anthony Edwards.
But they wasn't doing that. They were trying to do pick and roll rolls into the lane to try to have him score that way. And I think Randle and R.J. Barrett is the same problem that Minnesota's having now with Randle and Ant-Man. They both need touches. They both like to work going into the hole in the paint. And you can't have two guys doing the same thing.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know what's up with Dante. I can't explain Dante, but I see the problem with Ant-Man and Randle right now.
I mean, they did come in, on a nice streak of,
6 or 7.
They came in winning, playing good basketball.
6 or 10 too.
Something like that. Tonight, I think Julius Randle was hot from the beginning. That maybe, that might have made them, they might have started playing. They might have started going through Randle a little bit in the beginning and maybe threw their game off some. Because, they normally go through
Anthony Edwards. And I was happy for that. Because Ant-Man makes me nervous more when he's hot than when Randle's hot.
Yeah.
But then he hitting threes, he kick it to the hole. He's doing all that kind of mini Jordan stuff when he's hot. So I was like, okay, y'all want to see Randle and I don't want to see Ant-Man get hot. As long as Ant-Man stayed kind of cold the whole game, I was happy.
Yeah, right.
Because now you get Ant-Man and Randle cooking us. Now it might have been a harder game to guard.
Oh,
but
it
you
definitely
just got Randle cooking us.
Right. I mean, tonight, Anthony Edwards, 17 points, 7 for 16 from the field, 3 for 7 from the three-point line, didn't get to the free throw line, 17.7 assists for Anthony Edwards. Julius Randle, 24 points. 21 of those points, I think, came in the first half. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Dante DiVincenzo had 15, a lot of it in garbage time. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had 12 points. They just, they wasn't good tonight.
And it was weird. Tonight. I kept hearing all day that Dottier's playing in the Westchester League. He ain't going to be up for this game. And then I see him coming in garbage time.
Yeah. Well,
they pulled him up early today.
Yeah, well, you know how they use the two-way players. Well, he's not even two-way. Like he's on the roster.
No way he's gonna get up here in time to play this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's on the roster. You know what I'm saying? Not even two-way, but that's what the G League is for. So
I hear you.
I thought that was interesting because I think it makes sense for them to pull the guys that don't really need to be showcased, because that's what's going on right now in the G League. It's a showcase thing, you know what I mean? Where other teams are looking at the G League players and kind of scouting for them. These guys ain't going nowhere. If they are, they're going there in a trade. You know what I mean? It's not going to be based off of them getting picked up from another team.
And I thought Hooker Porter was still out with an ankle injury, and I see him in the game. I'm like, so Knicks just be lying to us, but who hurt, who not?
Yeah.
But appreciate it, fellas.
All right,
Good
so,
game. I'm glad when the old Knicks versus the new Knicks we so far, we beat RJ in them. I don't know what's up with my boy Quickly. He been out for like a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with Toronto. You go to Toronto, you go on the injury report quick.
Yeah, Raptors fans mad about that too.
God, he's been like 2 months with his elbow. Like, what's wrong with his elbow?
I don't know.
He must have got whatever OG had.
You know, some tendonitis or something probably.
I know Toronto water looks like it's messing up people out there.
No doubt. So appreciate it, man.
Well, have a good one, y'all.
All right, peace. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks with a big win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Great stats for the Knicks tonight, all the way around. I
was gonna say, Sim, when you mentioned 12 shots, nine shots, whatever, I was like, without you saying it, I know they had a great shooting night because of the score with the minimum amount of shots.
Yeah, right. I mean, altogether, the Knicks took 97 shots. But when you talk about Cat only having 12, and then the distribution of shots, there's a nice distribution of shots. You know what I mean? Very nice distribution of shots because the ball was distributed. 39 assists for the Knicks, 29 for the Timberwolves. I mean, 29 is a good number for the Timberwolves, but 39 assists for the Knicks.
I mean, we was staying in the 30 range until a couple games ago. You know what I mean? Then we was getting 20 assists a game, back-to-back games. So it's nice to get back to the 30s, high 30s. That's
high 30s, man. 10 steals for both teams, 2 blocks for the Knicks, 5 for the Timberwolves, 15 turnovers for the Knicks, only 13 for the Timberwolves. The Knicks shot 51.5% from the field. The Timberwolves 46.1%. Listen, the Timberwolves actually shot the ball well. Their defense just could not handle the Knicks' offense.
I think they had 7 turnovers in the first quarter.
Yeah. The Knicks 44% from 3. Minnesota 40.5% from the 3-point line. The Knicks 81% from the free throw line. Minnesota 61.5% from the free throw line. 54 points in the paint for the Knicks to win that battle. 14 second chance points for the Knicks to win that battle. Minnesota won the fast break points 23-14. For the most part, though, the Knicks dominated the game offensively. Right? They dominated offensively. The best offense in the league. I'm not going to say Minnesota has the best defense in the league, but they've been playing very, over this. They showed a stat on the screen, over a certain time period, their defensive rating was like 92 point something. You know what I mean? So they came to this game playing very good defense, and the Knicks obliterated their defense. Obliterated their defense. Say it one more time. They obliterated the Minnesota Timberwolves defense. You know what I mean?
I got a question for you, son.
Yeah.
Can Cat eclipse Joker as the best center in the league?
Yeah, I think so. I think he can. I don't see why not. In order for it to get there, the Knicks gotta, be one of the top teams in the league. You know what I mean? Be one of the top teams in the league. So you say, okay, you see his output, you see Cat's output, and his output is impacting the Knicks' winning percentage. You know what I mean? And I think he already has. I think the argument has to be there already.
I agree.
It's definitely the best in the East.
Yeah, that's without an argument.
That's not even an argument.
And honestly, Joker is the only competition, and it's hard to like anybody who says Joker. I could argue with him, but you know what I mean. Like, there's no real winner because Joker's numbers is like this is his best year, Joker. Numbers wise,
right?
You know what I mean. So for him to be the multiple MVP, it's gonna be hard to say, oh, he's not MVP this year if his numbers are better than they ever been.
Right.
So like that's where I'm like, it's gonna be hard for him to beat him, but he's right there.
Yeah.
Winning, like you said, the impact, the winning
Winning.
is gonna be have to be a determining
That's
factor.
the key. That's the key. Got Sha Powers on the call. Sha, what's good with you, brother? How you feeling?
What's going on, Sam? Salute to you tonight. Tony Crow, happy born day, my brother. Well, it's almost 12. Yeah, it's past 12. Well, happy
It's past
belated.
12, but I'm
I hit
still
you up
celebrating
earlier.
until
Yeah,
I go to
man.
sleep.
I just got two or three things to chime in on, man. Great game from the New York Knicks, man. Outstanding performance offensively. Great defense tonight. We really played some really good basketball tonight. And one of the big things that I want to mention, a big quote, I'm going to mess the quote up, though, by Jamal Crawford at the end of the game tonight, was that Julius Randle came out to punish the Knicks and Cat came out to win the game. In shorter terms. It was something similar to that he said. And that stuck with me and made me want to get on and say something about that tonight. Man, it was a great game tonight. And one more thing. Can we please stop the hate on Mikal Bridges now, man? Is this not enough? Is this not enough to see he's starting to fit into the lineup? He's starting to get the rebounds. He's starting to make the passes. He's cutting to the basketball. His mid-range is at 50%. His three-point from the corner is 40%. Can we stop the badgering of him now? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I kind of like the guy, and I think he's going to fare well. He's getting better and better after, I think it was like the 17th, 19th game of the 16th, 17, 18, 19 game. Since that game that he got sat down, ever since that game, he has been fire for the Knicks these last couple of games. And I'm just happy to see him starting to propel himself into the defense is great. And the one big thing, like I said, was that quote from Jamal Crawford. I don't know if you heard it, if you listened to it, but if you get a chance to listen to it again, he said, I know the first part of it was Randle came out to punish the Knicks and Cat came out to win the game or something to that effect. And that really stuck to me, and that's exactly how the game transpired for me tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that's the case? Do you think because his team was kind of giving him the ball and getting out the way, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I'm watching the game just like we all watching it, but he did look like he wanted to explode tonight. He had that mug face that we remember in the Knicks when he started getting hot and he started warming up. But that first quarter was the highest scoring quarter I believe that Minnesota had. But once we changed the lineup up, the one big thing, I think you guys mentioned it before I got on, was when they substituted Deuce into the game and took out Precious. That changed that changed the game right there, because we took Precious out. And when Deuce came in, he was on fire, and that really changed. He led us the whole end of the first quarter into the second. He was the guy that was helping out, shooting the basketball and making shots, and going from the end of the first quarter into that second quarter where we just demolished them in that second quarter. So, and it was just a well played game tonight, man. What was it, 40 assists tonight? I mean, this
39 assists.
When the last time all of it, and I know all of us has been Knicks fans. I see y'all on the TV now. I know we got all gray in the beard. We then went through quote unquote Knicks and bruises. You know what I mean? And when you ever seen an offensive team like this for the New York Knicks? A real offensive team like this?
Nah, listen, I was looking at, I don't know, some point in the game, I was looking at the starting five, their averages, right? Karl Anthony Towns is giving you 25 and 14. Jalen Brunson is giving you 25 and 7.7 assists, just about 8 assists. Bridges is giving you 17 points a game and 4 or 5 rebounds. OG is giving you 17 points a game and like 5 rebounds. Josh Hart is giving you 14 points a game
And 8 rebounds.
and like 8 rebounds. You know what I mean?
And about 5 assists.
And about 5 assists. I mean, that the scoring, and Deuce is giving you double-digit scoring off the bench. You know what I mean? Like, the scoring output from that starting 5, though, is ridiculous. I mean, we could legitimately see this team by the end of the year. It is possible that this team could have 4 players averaging 20 points per game.
Facts.
And I just want to comment to Uncle Fulio real quick. I've always believed in great offense. I still believe the Knicks got to have a top 10 defense if they want to win a championship. Bottom line.
That's a fact.
Josh, I still believe in defense. You know what I'm saying?
And why does it have to be all of a sudden? If this is the all of a sudden, we never had this before.
Right.
Like this is going to be one of the best offenses ever, to be honest. Like not just for the Knicks, but for the NBA, it's going to be up there ever.
I mean, I've always believed in scoring the basketball, but I believe you got to play defense. You got to be able to get stops because when you get in the playoffs, scoring usually dips because the game is ref different. It's more physical. It's more aggressive. So you got to be able to play defense.
You got to be able to get stops when you're not scoring too.
Exactly. So, you know, I've always believed in scoring the ball. Who doesn't? But you got to play defense. You know what I mean? And I mean, the Knicks held the Minnesota Timberwolves to 107 points. And the Timberwolves shot the ball well.
Yep.
They shot the ball well tonight. 46% from the field, 40% from the three-point line. They only took 89 shots. The Knicks took 97. That's part of the difference in this game tonight too. You know,
and that 107 was inflated because the bench players was scoring at the end.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I really liked what they put together today, and I mean tonight what they put together, and I think that they gotta if this team stays healthy, man, it's gonna be a big look for, and this was a big game on a big stage tonight. Even though I watched it on MSG, it was on TNT tonight, and that's a big stage for us. You know what I mean? To be up there and hear, I didn't watch Chuck and all of them talk about it, but I'm pretty sure they were talking highly about what the Knicks was doing.
Oh yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Minnesota, if it's not this year, I think last year they were like 4th in defense. If it was 4th in defense last year, then it makes a difference this year because they definitely. The way we played them tonight, man. I mean, and the team is the stats. Everybody is filling up the stat sheet, man. Bridges with 4 and 5 and 5 rebounds and 5 assists and 2 steals, and OG with 2 blocks and 2 steals, and you getting Cat in there with a block or 2 in there and stuff like that. These guys are really playing some real good team basketball, and that's what I want to see from this team. I want to see team basketball like this because when they play team basketball, they hard to beat. 40 assists. Yeah. I don't remember team. I mean, I've seen it occasionally throughout the 30-something years or so, 40 years or so since I've been watching the Knicks play and stuff like that. But I've never seen it executed like this in so many games this year, man. And if they did not, I think it was like 8 minutes they stopped substituting the second unit and the third unit in there, man. And like Tony said, it would have been under 100 points again if they would have, if they would have just, continued to punish them. I think it was like 7-8 minutes left. Then they took out Cat, and then they put in another good game for Sims tonight. He came back out there. He played well. Jalen Brunson looked for him. He got a couple of shots going towards the basket to throw the ball down or try to dunk the basketball. So everybody's just trying to round out, and I'm happy to see what the Knicks are putting together.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get ready to knock out and stuff. But thank you guys for letting me come
Appreciate
on.
you, brother.
And Tony, once again, happy born day. And Sims, I
Appreciate
talked to you a little bit. Y'all be easy
No doubt.
tonight.
Be easy. Peace. Yeah. Got a good question here. Tim said, I think Tibbs should really consider changing up the lineup. I think Precious is a better fit starting. He brings height and is bigger than Hart. Hart will be a huge impact coming off the bench. What do you think about that, Tony?
Here's what I'll say. Hart's absence tonight is going to open the door for it at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Tibbs wasn't going to do it. But now that you have a historic Knicks performance, to be honest, you know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know if Brunson, it would have been better if Brunson had a great performance as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because then everything is undeniable, but still the outcome is the outcome. I think the fact that we've seen it tonight, it opens the door for it at some point, but I don't think it's going to be an immediate change.
No, it definitely wouldn't be an immediate change. Caller that's on the line, can you please turn that down in the back? You should be able to hear us on the line. There definitely won't be an immediate change. That's not the way Tom Thibodeau rolls, right? When Josh Hart comes back, he'll be inserted back in that starting lineup. Tim also said, once Mitch gets back and he can stay healthy, especially in the playoffs, and we add another piece coming off the bench with that second unit, either Shamet or someone else, we'll be able to beat the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. Having Mitch, so I wanted to bring this up because he mentions Mitch coming back. Having Mitch and Precious off the bench together.
Exactly. That's a good point.
Right?
That's a good point to make that swap with Hart and Precious.
You know what I'm saying? So now, the lineup is just a little more
even,
balanced. Better constructed, balanced, with Precious in the starting lineup and Josh Hart coming off the bench. You know what I mean? So you don't have Precious and Mitch out there playing together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, like, I could definitely see there being a switch between Precious and Hart. I can see how it makes sense. Let me say that. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see how that makes sense. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know.
I mean,
it's hard.
It makes sense. It makes sense to me too. It has to. The fact that we're seeing it now, or Tibbs is seeing it now. The longer Josh Hart is out, the more evidence he gets for it. You know what I mean? And then, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's just when a team is winning, do you change anything? Right? Uncle Fulio said, not trying to change the lineup yet, but I would prefer Precious over Hart rather than Mitch over Hart because Towns at the 5 is game-changing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But, not trying to change the lineup yet because the team is winning. Do you change it? I mean, without Josh Hart there, they scored 133 points tonight. And with Precious in the starting lineup. And I'm not saying it's because Precious is in the starting lineup, but, they just are a strong offensive team. You know what I mean? Do you make changes when you're winning? I don't know. But I do think in the playoffs, I don't know. I do think at some point you're going to need to balance. When Mitch comes back, you need to balance the lineup.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get to this caller that's on the line. All right? Let me get to a caller. Caller, man, you live. What's poppin' with you, brother? How you feeling? Name me where you're from, please.
Yo, Sam, what's up, man?
What's going on with you, brother? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
You remember D-Dot and his wife? We spoke last time when Uncle Fulio was on the phone. We talked about Deuce McBride when he was in the G League and said he's going to come up
Okay.
and shine for the Knicks.
He's shining, baby.
He's shining. You right.
Yep, just like I said.
McBride,
Sims.
Yep.
What?
We ain't got Grimes no more, but we good with Cat right now. Cat is out the
I
bag.
like the whole team. Right
I love
now.
your team.
I was
right now.
salty in the beginning, but I'm not salty no more. In the beginning, when I started watching it and all that, like all these traders and niggas I love, my sons, RJ Barry and everything. But guess what?
We here.
By the second game,
We here.
I knew everybody's name, and I'm with them. We rolling. We doing what we got to do. And all those haters that don't believe and them fake-ass Knicks haters, they better stop, because this is what we do. New York, baby, all day. This is what we do.
I see you, my homie. I see you.
All
That's
right.
right. Clap for us, baby. We in the building.
No doubt.
But I wanna say one thing, Sam. I'm not gonna hold you up.
All right.
I love what the team is doing right now.
Okay.
They need to have my boy Kolick out there, man. For real.
Nah, let's talk about the coach, though. You know what he need to do when we really rolling? That nigga let the bench off, because you know what? The bench put up some points too.
Fact.
That nigga blind. Blind to the
Fact. Fact. We love you, Sam.
Hey, appreciate
We
you, my
love
brother.
you.
We love you
And
back,
salute
baby.
to the chat.
No doubt.
Salute to the chat.
No doubt.
We love you.
Appreciate you, brother. Peace.
Hold it down.
Oh, all right. That's what we talk about, baby. We hype
That's my
all over
kinda
the place,
energy.
everywhere.
That's my kind of energy.
We hype everywhere, baby. That's what we talking about, man. Love it when the Knicks is good. Love it with the Knicks. Energy everywhere. That's what we need. Call it a year. King Abraham said, call it a year. Word. No doubt. That is the call of the year. You know what I'm saying? We love that kind of energy, man. You know what I'm saying? We love that kind of energy. Feels good. How long has it been since we've been able to feel this way about the Knicks? You know what I mean?
A lot of times,
and actually have look at the team and say, yo, this team, you know what I mean, could really win this joint. They get the defense, top 10 defense, where they start locking teams down and the offense is doing what it's doing. Like, we got the pieces to really make it happen. You dig? We got the pieces.
I ain't gonna lie. This feels like January last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This feels like January last year.
You know what the difference is, though?
Knock on wood, it feels more sustainable.
You know what the difference is? At least on the offensive side.
Oh shit.
Right? Like, the Knicks were doing this January last year, but there was always the question, was it gonna last? Because, was Julius Randle gonna continue to play that way? Right? With Karl Anthony Towns being here, I don't think there's a question that the team is going to continue to play that. He's going to continue to play this style because he came in playing this way with the team. The only question right now is, can the defense move into that, become a top 10 defense? I will say, since Tom Thibodeau's been here,
there.
Right, since Tom Thibodeau's been here, they've found a way to make that defense tough, strong. You know what I mean? It's some years it's taken longer than other years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They'll get there. I think they'll get there. I think they'll get there.
You can see it now. Wherever we at now, remember where we was a couple weeks ago or a month ago, sitting at 29, then 23rd, then you know what I mean? Or I'm sorry, not 29, 26, then 23rd, 19.
Right.
We probably at like 14 right now.
Yeah. Still Knicks fan. My man Ron said, I like what I'm saying, but can we win like 5 or 6 in a row? Let's get something rolling. Yeah. I think we won 4 in a row. I think that was our longest streak, 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Right? I would love to see this team go on a big streak. Cleveland went on a mad streak at the beginning of the season. The Celtics are always going on streaks. The Knicks need one. The Knicks need a 9-10 game win streak to start to even that playing field and, with the top 3. Right now they're 5 games, 4.5, 5 games behind the Celtics. in the Eastern Conference. The Knicks need one of them streaks to separate themselves from the team below them and start trying to catch Cleveland or Boston.
I mean, the rest of this month is the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We've been here before though, where you know what I mean. We get a big win, because I do consider this a big win, not because of the score, but because I think they are a quality team. They're a good team that was on a good stretch, that already dealt with some internal turmoil. You know what I mean, and kind of overcame that. So it looked like they was back on their path.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Josh, you're right. The Knicks have definitely won 12 of their last 16 games. You know what I mean? But, I'm looking for a big 9, 10, 11 game win streak. You know what I'm saying? That really separates themselves from the pack. During that time, Boston, Cleveland, maybe they take a couple of losses, and the Knicks can start to gain some ground.
The good thing now though about where we are now compared to where we were in that 4-game winning streak, it's a lot more consistency from Mikal. You know what I mean? A lot more consistency from Cat. Yeah. We're still waiting for Brunson to have a big game, and then it'll be a little shaky.
Yeah, he's still giving you 25 and 8.
It's crazy. Like his shaky games, he still hit his averages, but like you can see, I'm just saying from the eye test. And again, he's still having a better year than last year statistically. You know what I mean? So we just know. I don't know.
Brunson on the season, because what I really want to see is shooting averages so far this season compared to last season. Because he's giving you 24.6 and 7.7 rebounds. I mean, last year he was like 28 points a game or something like that, right? So far this season, Brunson was 28.7 points per game last year. Yeah. Now, he's shooting 4 less shots per game this year as well. Last year, he shot 21.4 times per game. This year, he's at 17.1. I mean, he's shooting 48% from the field this year, 48.5% from the field this year. He shot 47.9% from the field last year, so he's shooting better from the field this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's shooting better from 3 this year. So
you know what it is?
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Turnovers. You know what I mean? It's some uncharacteristic things.
He's shooting
still
43.1% from the 3-point line and 40% last year. Free throw percentage, he's shooting 82% this year. He was 84.7% last year. He's up to 7.7 assists this year, 6.7 last year. Let's see. Let's look at the turnovers. Turnovers per game, he's at 2.4 for both last year and this year. So when you look at it, besides the points per game being lower, but that's because the shot attempts are lower, but his assists are up by 1 at least. It's kind of it looks like.
Do you think he can do more or be better?
Do I think he can be better? I don't know. I know what you're saying. It looks like he's struggling a little bit more, right? It looks like he's not. The games aren't as easy as they were.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He's not having as many big games. But shooting
those big games last year did attribute to his shoot up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when Randle went out, his numbers skyrocketed by necessity. You know what I mean? Like he needed to do that. So that has a huge part to do with it too.
Big part to do with it. I mean, but his shooting percentages are better. His turnovers are the same and his assists are better.
it looks like
So
uncharacteristic turnovers, and it looks like he misses bunnies that he normally was automatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe he just getting it a different way.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Because right now the numbers are saying that he's, kind of playing better. It's just that his shot attempts are down, which makes sense because, well, I mean, even Karl Anthony Towns' shot attempts might be down, to be honest with you.
Remember, he was top 5 in points in the paint last year as well. And that was in including centers, everybody.
Yeah. Karl Anthony Towns, when we look at his shot attempts this year compared to last year, he's shooting one shot more this year than last year. 16.4 shot attempts per game. 15.3 last year. And Brunson is still shooting more than one shot more than Cat. And they averaged about the same. But Cat shoots 53% from the field. 46% from 3 this season.
Super efficient.
You know what I'm saying? Super. Yeah, that's dumb efficient. That's wild efficient.
All right. I got a question. Is Cat playing so well that it's making Brunson look like he's not playing as well as he is?
I think one of the things is it's not as much one-on-one this year, right? So last year there was more one-on. There was just more.
That's true.
We seen Brunson just go on one and break his guy down a lot more than we're seeing this year because the ball is spread around so much this year.
And they're still doubling him too. Like they might be doubling him more.
Yeah,
to be honest.
So I think, we're not seeing him go one-on-one as much. And we're just not seeing the same number of shot attempts. You know what I'm saying? We're not seeing that. And it's probably those one-on-one, those moments where he had to go one-on-one like he would do last year have kind of gone away. So now we're seeing him in more catch-and-shoot situations, on a fast break. Obviously, when you need the one-on-one, he'll go get it. But
or maybe that's what it is too. The one-on-one times are not as efficient.
Okay, that could be that, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, because now that I'm thinking about it, that's what I'm talking about. Like the stuff that he usually was automatic. You know what I mean? It seems a little bit tougher. It's not always automatic. And if he's doing it less, it'll look different.
It'll look different, right? Right. You know what I mean? He's gonna have his games, I think.
I'm not down on him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited for like what you said when he has them games. You know what I mean? Because
he'll have them, no doubt. But ladies and gentlemen, man, it's 1:16. I gotta be up pretty early in the morning. We're gonna get up out of here. We doing it, Losers Lounge?
I sent it.
You sent the stuff over. We could do a short, quick one. You know what I'm saying? Knock that out the box. I got a training early tomorrow morning that I got to do. So I got to make sure I'm ready to get up for that. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head off of here and head over to the Losers Lounge.
Josh
you know what I mean?
Chat.
Yeah, I did. Josh is like the guy I work with. The guy I work with right now. I got a contract with this company, and this guy reminds me of a much older Josh. Like Josh is gonna be this guy when he gets older. I'm telling you, it's gonna be him. Josh said, "I'm trolling." Hold on, let me pull it. Let me get it over here like this. Bang. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. And I did say it. I forgot about it though. He said, "I'm trolling. My point has always been you can have a great offense without the expense of your D." Well, right now, it has come at the expense of the defense, in my opinion. We're still winning, But let's put it like this. We're winning at the same clip that we were last year at this time, right? I think we're one game. We came into this game one game better than last year. This Knicks team is already playing at a playoff pace. Tibbs' teams always rank bottom in pace. Still, we're what? Now a game and a half better than we were last year at this time. Without all the injuries, we probably would have won more than 50 games last year without all the injuries. Right? So, let's see where it ends up. In my opinion, I think that yes, we have a great offense, and I think we do have a great offense at the expense of the defense. But I'm expecting the defense to catch up.
Yeah, it's
hopefully
it's on its way.
I'm hoping it's gonna
trending
catch up
that way.
You know what I mean? But at the moment, record-wise, the same team as last year because the defense hasn't caught up. So we need the defense to catch up. 'Cause I don't think we win anything without defense, Josh. Playoffs is a different beast. You got to be able to play some D so you can get stops. Got to be able to get them big stops and big moments. You know what I mean? We couldn't get those stops against the Atlanta Hawks, which is the reason why we won't be playing in Vegas.
Or didn't. Bucks won.
You know what I mean? Your player of the game?
Cat, man.
Got to be Cat, right?
Easy.
Got to be Cat. You know what I'm saying? Goes back to Minnesota. Got a nice reception. How
about the Bulls?
The Bulls, yeah.
You know what I mean? For the home team.
Yeah, it's so much turmoil. I heard them talking on TNT about the reason that they made the trade really wasn't even basketball stuff. It was business. Financial. It was business. You know what I mean? They didn't want to have this payroll with the team with the ownership in turmoil.
I'm gonna call it right now. Them trading Karl Anthony Towns is gonna cost them Anthony Edwards.
Probably. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm up out of here. Appreciate your time. We'll see you on the Losers Lounge in about 10 minutes or so. All right. Make sure you join us there, folks. We out. Peace.
This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.